Right now, we're going to work on introductions first. So,
Okay.
to give you an example of what we're going to do, you don't have to do the pregame intro and such like that and be like, hey, my name is so and this is so and we're from Tower Dive TV. We're not going to worry about that right now. I want to go over the item build kind of introduction. Sean, if you'll join me for a quick example for everyone as we go through here. Are you ready?
Yep, absolutely. Go ahead.
All right, so first off, starting on the red team, we've got Nocte Bordeaux, or Bourgeois. I'm not really sure how to speak French that well, to be honest. But we go have a look at their equipment there. If Lunette's in the room, you can go ahead and click on that little icon to the left of their name, and that will pull up their equipment build. If you just mouse over what they have, you'll see they've got 3 runes of the Afflicted, 2 runes of the Centaur, and a single rune of the Crate. Now, what do you think about that setup for their armor there, Android?
This is actually a little bit of an unusual thief build. He's going for more of a hybrid power condition damage build, which we don't see too often in many games.
Now, also interestingly, he has no upgrades in his weapons at all. He's also running the Carrion Amulet and the Carrion Jewel in there as well.
It's definitely something you don't see from a thief too often. He might just be a new player or trying to theory craft some awesome stuff that maybe the game's just not aware of.
Absolutely. Much like my double pistol build, there is plenty of stuff that's ridiculously overpowered in this game that people just say, hey, the math doesn't work on it, or it's really not as good as literally anything else in the game. Double pistol is the thing, guys. So we'll look at his traits there, and we see he's got 30 in critical strikes, 30 in shadows arts, and 10 in trickery as his setup. Now, that's a pretty standard damage build, I believe, isn't it, Android?
He's definitely going for the straight glass damage right there and not taking anything really in survivability besides the stealth. So yeah, definitely goes with the hybrid power condition build that he has currently running.
So that's an example of things you can cover during these introduction segments on the players. Generally, you'll have a few minutes between tournament matches where they'll be doing the warm-up or they'll just be sitting around and spawn, and this is perfect filler when you can go through all these. And once you've done it once in a tournament, unless they're changing things up on you, you don't have to do that team again. You might touch on it briefly or do a quick reminder like, well, as we recall from the last game, Nocte Bordeaux is how do you anyone speak French? How do you say that? Do you know?
It's Bordeaux.
Bordeaux? Okay. Anyways, Nocte Bordeaux is going with a rather unusual thief build, and he's got a very glass cannon setup, but he doesn't have his weapon slotted up to really fully make use of that glass cannon build. So he's going for a bit of an unusual path here, and that's all you really need to touch up on for the future matches if you've already discussed it, unless you have a lot of time to fill, and then you can go into more specifics. If you're in a faster paced environment, you want to cut out as much as possible. Don't worry about the weapon sigil so much. Go through basically what their build is and what's strong about it, sort of thing. You guys get the idea?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay, so Zergling and Kinematic, go ahead and start with the blue team's build.
All right, we see blue team start. We see the first person in the blue team starting a thief. It looks like the thief here is running a pistol shortbow combination, or pistol dagger shortbow. What's so strong about pistol shortbow, and why should he be using it?
That's primarily at the moment the meta. I know Cade uses it quite frequently. It allows for quick mobility as well as high sustained damage. So while his shortbow isn't really sigiled, it still allows him to do quite a bit of high damage as well as keeping that mobility up for roaming and otherwise. And we go ahead and see on Sir I Need a Bath. His sigil work is actually very interesting with that superior force on his greatsword and the superior earth on his short bow. That'll allow for him to stack bleeds in a very, very quick manner on his opponents.
All right, is that common for a ranger build these days, or are they more focused on their beast and putting out the beast damage?
Generally today, rangers are they can do a few different things, but primarily they're focused on bunkering. Generally, sort of a semi-bunker with high damage and mobility, at least in team fights. Walking, they can't go very fast, but dodging around in fights, they're very highly mobile.
I see. So we usually see them swinging from point to point, assisting the Guardian and maintaining mid while trying to go ahead and take other points and put pressure on other points.
Correct. Generally, if they see another team coming to a point, they'll sort of bunker down and hold it for as long as they can. Generally in a 5v1, they won't last too long, but they'll last long enough for their team to sort of move around the map in a fashion that'll be beneficial to them.
I see. We do see that red team is making quite a major push for this midpoint.
Whoa,
They managed to
hold
put-
on. No, we're just doing intros. Ignore the game.
Okay.
Go ahead and do another item build so I can see how you're doing it, and we'll move on to the next pair of casters.
Okay.
All right.
And don't forget the traits, guys. Do want to go into that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, a new build available in 20 minutes.
Oh,
New
fantastic.
build.
All right, and we see Leviathan, and that's the end for the game. Leviathan is a thief that's actually going to go dagger, pistol. A little bit of a shout out there to Fox.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how that build works because I haven't seen it before, but it looks like he's going for a really quick attack scheme. He's using Superior Rune of the Eagle that will allow him to sort of have high crit chance on his opponents. Oh, wow. That,
Oh,
Oh,
my
it's
client
Fast
just.
20 minutes.
Yep. I think
That wasn't 20
everyone's
minutes.
just.
Yeah,
All
same
right.
happened
And
here.
ladies and gentlemen, there's the update for Guild Wars 2.
All right. Well, that wasn't too bad, guys. Of course, don't forget the traits, as Sean said, but otherwise, you guys did fairly well. Next up, we'll have Grizz do the play-by-play, and Demon Lasher, you want to do the color of that next time?
Yep.
All right. And that's actually going to hit all 4 of our Guild Wars 2 casters in here. I might make Lunette give it a go.
No,
with-
that's a terrible idea. I know absolutely nothing about this game. Do you
Well,
realize
I'd
how
have you-
badly that would go?
Yeah, all the play-by-play side for this is, oh, this is what they have. What's good about that? Prompt question color. I'm already patched up and back.
Yeah,
I'm
working
actually
on
like
it.
not touching.
Dude,
Patched up
streaming and
back.
patching, it's, it only goes so-so.
Yeah,
So-
so we'll wait on
My-
Lunette before we begin the next match, but
Yeah, this
My
shouldn't take
internet
very
just
long.
got switched out, and like some of the stuff is running awesome, and then some of my stuff is not running at all.
Nice.
Which internet provider did you switch to? Because I switched to a super high download upload, and it
So,
has seriously been terrible.
I just switched from 4 megabits down, 0.3 megabits upload AT&T
Ew.
DSL. Yeah. To 60 megabits down and 12 megabits up. Okay, so
Oh,
I'm a little
negative
jelly that
upload.
12 up.
So jelly.
yeah, it's pretty great, but like some of my stuff just doesn't work. I don't know if it's just like I've literally had it for maybe 30 minutes. I don't know if that's a problem.
Yeah, I'm in about the same boat as you. I did this exact same thing, but in all honesty, with the high-speed internet, my internet is down more than it is up.
that's unfortunate. Hey, Sean, your mic seems to be a little on the loud side.
Yep, how is that right now?
That's
So
probably a
much
little too
better.
much.
Okay. A
Seems
little too
pretty
much?
good.
No, it's fine.
You're
Okay.
fine? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
You need to get yourself one of them headsets that has a decibel reducer built in.
Some of the Razer ones do. They're really nice.
Yeah,
I- But I don't like to use it because it like a lot of times it'll bug out.
Uh-huh.
'Cause,
Just
I
do
have-
what I do and go with the Blue Yeti on a boomstick.
I'm gonna get a Blue Yeti in the next week or so. I have the Astro A40s right now.
I have
do
a
wanna-
snowball.
My voice
Right.
got 100 times better when I got this microphone. I went from having terrible, squeaky nerd voice to being me
Yeah.
Kinda
just
like
by
me.
buying this
You
microphone.
totally had a girly, squeaky noise, nerd voice. I cannot talk without that
Where's-
microphone. Just get into a match, okay? Just get into a match, Sean.
Was
I
it
just
worse
got
than
back
mine,
up.
Foxy?
I'm getting on.
Sorry?
Was your squeaky nerd voice worse than mine?
Oh yeah, terrible. I mean, it's hard to beat yours, but it was up there.
Oh my god! Especially when Grizz uses the voice changer, that was hilarious. Were you in the call when he did that?
I was, and
Oh my
please do not
God.
turn it on as an example for the stream,
Please
Grizz.
don't.
I'm not.
Please don't.
I'm not.
It
Okay.
was so funny though. Maybe some other time.
All right, for anyone who may have joined us late, this is Tower Dive TV, and we're doing some Guild Wars 2 casting practice, hosted by yours truly, Filibuster Fox, and Lunette the Herald, who's doing the camera work and the streaming for us.
Yay!
So we're going through all of our Guild Wars 2 casters. I believe everyone is here today, actually. We've got Sean Android Buell, who was the duo caster who worked with me at the SOAC tournament. That was our debut into Guild Wars 2.
Good evening, guys.
We've got Demon Lasher, who is one of our new hires. He will be doing both League of Legends as well as Guild Wars.
Hey.
We've also got Fancy Zergling, an old friend of mine, who will be doing both games as well.
How's it going, Tower Dive TV?
And of course, you know him, you love him, or you hate him, or you love to hate him, or some variety of those things. We have Grizz Rage, who will be doing both games as well. And finally, last and probably not least, we have Kenigmatic from the Guild Wars scene, who is Guild Wars exclusive caster with us here at Tower Dive TV.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
And of course, every